Hi guys, welcome to Escape with Watch Reviews. My name is Steve, and today we're going to do a little unboxing. Excuse the mess of a watch reviewer. Clean off the desk, give me a little space here, because I got a bunch of watches in this week, but I got one watch in from AliExpress, and I got another watch in from a microbrand that I've never reviewed, never even heard of until about a week ago. And so yeah, I'm going to get into both of these unboxings right now. First things first, we will talk about what's on wrist. About that, this is one that also just came in today. This is the price of this. I can't remember. This is the Rec Spec Titanium, so it's a new release. I'll leave the link for all three of these watches down below. This one's pretty cool. It's got a fully loomed dial on it, and then it's got an automatic movement. Super lightweight, obviously. Titanium. Full review for this will be coming up very soon. But mostly here to talk about these two, just because this one I just ripped open as soon as I got home today. These ones I wanted to wait a little bit until I got on camera, so we'll get into the packaging here. Put both of these open quick, and then I'm just going to set this one aside because that one is kind of cool, and yeah, the packaging alone made me do this unboxing. So but I did want to get this Cadisen on video here just quick because it's a new release from them, and yeah, it's a kind of an interesting one. So setting this off to the side here, it's got all your typical stuff, but here is the watch. This is how it comes. This is the typical packaging of a Cadisen watch. There's nothing fancy, it's just this box here. But here is the watch, and this right off the bat actually looking pretty cool. They really got the space between the dial and the crystal minimized. That's the first thing that I noticed. Yeah, it looks really good. This is obviously an homage to a Spinnaker watch, so yeah, really interesting that they homaged this one and gave it the Spinnaker is a compressor style, so it's an internal rotating bezel. This one doesn't look like it's got a rotating bezel at all. So let me get this plastic off here real quick, and we'll get you some measurements, and we'll get on to the next watch. Alright, so here we are all unboxed, and first impressions are actually pretty good. The case finishing, as pretty typical with Cadisen, it's actually really nicely done. We've got fully brushed case. I don't see any polishing on it. This little edge here is a little bit sharp, which I mean, pretty typical for a watch in this price range. The crown seems nice, has good action on the crown. It's a Miyota 8315 inside. You can see here showing up as about $131, and comes in three colors. Kind of has this like a brown color, looks like it has some gold hands, this blue and yellow and gold hands, and then this black one here. So three different colorways, $130. That is US dollars, so that does include the tariffs. So just check the link below, and it'll show up the right price for you guys. Looks like a really nice sapphire crystal though. Beads are Rice bracelet, and it is individual beads, as you can see there. We'll get dimensions here in just a second. Do have a nice milled clasp. It's a little short dinky clasp there. 3 levels of micro adjust. Pretty solid feeling snap there. Gotta use a little extra force there. Maybe that'll loosen up after I use it a little bit, but the bracelet seems fine. Nothing special, but nothing horrible. Definitely wearable. The bottom edge does feel maybe a little bit sharp, but we'll get to that here in a little bit. As far as the full review goes, it looks like it's got push pins for sizing, so I'll be able to size this one up just fine. Let me slip it on wrist for you real quick. So that's how it looks on my 7.5 inch wrist. It's going to look a little bit different just because this is a wider angle lens, so we'll get the the full effect and the full review when that comes out. But yeah, it seems to wear very nice, pretty slim. So let's get some dimensions for this one real quick. All right, let's see here. So 40 millimeter diameter, 12.8 millimeters thick, 20 millimeter lug width. Bracelet tapers down to 18. Yep, 18 millimeters at the bracelet. We got female end links here, so the lug tip to lug tip is 47. So that's a pretty standard set of dimensions, but it does have a nice big piece of crystal. I did put the UV torch on this watch. It does seem to have okay lume, so we'll do the full long-term lume test on this watch, but it has blue lume on the bezel and the hands, and then green lume on the dial itself. So an interesting setup. Cadisen is usually kind of mid-tier when it comes to the lume, so we'll see how it lasts in the long term. But honestly, this thing actually looks pretty cool. The thing that sticks out to me the most is the case finishing. Very nicely done. Really happy with the case finishing, and then just that distance between the dial itself and the crystal looks really shallow, and that's mostly thanks to the Miyota movement. You know, they can keep that a little bit thinner than, say, an NH35. So I know some people aren't going to like the Miyota. I'm kind of in the middle with it. I don't like that rotor spinning around. I didn't notice if this one hacked. Let's see if this one hacks. It does hack, so that's nice. So we do have a hacking Miyota movement. But it's just the 8315. It's just your typical workhorse movement. But yeah, full review for this will be coming very soon, so stay tuned. Let's get on to the next one. And this is kind of the one that I'm really excited about because one, I think the look of it is awesome, but also the packaging is really cool. I saw this one on Instagram. I don't know, like not even a week ago. I reached out to the brand owner. He said sure, he'd send me over one. This is the same guy that is behind RZE. So unfortunately, to keep the price down, it is stainless steel. It's not titanium, but it kind of has that same DNA. So yeah, let's get into this. Well, let's see if I can figure out how to get into this. There we go. Wrong side. So you flip it open, and here we go. This is called the Vostra Vector. Vostra or Vostra, I don't even know, but you can see here a really cool kind of retro vintage style packaging, something I've never seen before. That looks really cool, and the design of the watch itself kind of goes along with this. This is the first thing I said when I saw this watch, is that it kind of has this funky 80s, you know, futuristic retro vibe, and that's exactly what they were going for, and they nailed it, even down to the packaging. This is really cool. It's a free gift inside. I don't know what that is. I'm guessing it's just this sizing tool, but it is kind of cool. They kind of have this, like, you know, they want you to collect all of them. So it looks like they have 2 more that are incoming. You can see the other 2 here. This is the one that I have. So they have a yellow one, which actually looked pretty cool. I was almost going to get that one, but my wife said she liked this one better, and I think I do too. And then this blue one here, which also looks really cool. But yeah, so you can see here, it's kind of got this seal of approval. Really a cool packaging. Yeah, we'll get into this right now. So this watch comes in at $279 US, which I think is a pretty fair price for a microbrand, a full stainless steel microbrand with, you know, sapphire crystal, Seiko VK movement, stainless steel bracelet. So I think the pricing is fair. Definitely right on par, if not cheaper than some of the other ones out there. So I'm good with the pricing on it. I'm good with the looks on it. So hopefully the quality stands up. There's your free tool. It feels like a nice metal one, so that's nice. You don't get a plastic one, but that does mean we have push pins on the bracelet. Not a big deal. But yeah, here is the watch. Looks really cool. Really smooth looking. I do like this bead blasting. It kind of has a more glossy effect to it than most bead blasting. Like here I have a watch I need to review for you guys. That is like a titanium bead blasted one. I don't know if I have anything else here that is bead blasted. I don't think so. But here's an idea of another titanium watch. So it kind of has a little bit more sheen to it. But let's get this plastic off, and I'll kind of do a rundown of it real quick and tell you what I think about it. And yeah, we'll go from there. All right, we're back. We got all the plastic off of the watch. It's pretty easy to do. Gave me some nice little pull tabs on the bracelet stuff. So yeah, really a nice unboxing experience. And here's the watch. I mean, it looks really cool. I'm going to throw it on wrist for you real quick just to show you what it looks like on my 7.5 inch wrist. Let's see here. We do have some space in the bracelet too, so it should fit up to about an 8-inch wrist, I'd say. Looks really cool though. Oh man, that, that looks awesome. Yeah, like I said, it's kind of that angular, retro, futuristic, you know, just really cool vibe to this watch. There you can see the bracelet. It's going to play with the light nicely. Push pins for sizing, like I said. You can tell the bottom of this thing has been smoothed out nicely. Quick release spring bars as well. This guy is just nailing it in my opinion. The case feels awesome. I don't feel any sharp edges on it. It does take normal 20mm straps as well, so yeah, it's kind of has that hooded lug design, but still should be very usable. I love the shape of these pushers. That kind of follow the case curvature there. I mean, this thing is cool, really, really cool. Obviously, the bezel doesn't rotate or anything like that. There's the dial there. Let's see what the lume looks like on this real quick. I know you guys aren't going to be able to see this, but there you go. Get some nice BGW9 lume on this watch. It looks like nice strong application too. The pusher feel, nice and snappy from the VK movement. Yeah, I just love the color combination of this watch, and it is, man, this thing is cooler than I thought it was. The alignment looks to be just about spot on. Yeah, the only thing that I see that's kind of weird is the second hand kind of goes over the date there. That's the only real issue I see with it right off the bat. Sapphire crystal does have some anti-reflective coating on it. Not a sterile case back, just a simple case back there with simple notches. So yeah, I don't really see anything or feel anything that's gonna take away from this watch. It seems to be very nice. Let's get some dimensions. I'm going to measure the bezel. So the bezel is 37. The case, a little bit hard to measure, but it looks like 41. It definitely doesn't seem like it wears like a 41, so I think it wears like a 40. Yeah, 11.8 millimeters thick, which is pretty impressive. Let's see here. Lug tip to lug tip. It's going to be, we'll measure it right here. 47, and then the total length is 50 millimeters, but that's not really a real dimension there. So yeah, man, that's pretty cool. I do like that a lot. Get you a close-up of the dial here. Looking really, really good. I'm excited to review this one for you guys. Full review will be coming very soon. I don't think I mentioned the price, $279. I did mention the price, $279 on this one. I don't remember what the price on the rec spec was. I'll pop that up right here on the left. That's also a really cool watch, fully lume dial, and I do like the details on it. It looks really cool. Very nice watch. So full review for all three of these watches and many more. Let me just show you what I have here. Don't mind the mess, but that's all the watches I have that need a review for you, except for the Pagani I just did. So, or not the Pagani, the watch dives up here. So yeah, I have a ton of watches for you guys. So stick around, stick to the channel. We're gonna get through all of those watches, but I just couldn't say no when he said he was going to send me one of these things. So really, really impressed with this one right off bat. And, you can definitely see that RZE DNA. Yeah, it's one of the first things that I noticed on the watch. I said, oh, it kind of looks like an RZE. And then I saw the different branding and kind of dug into it a little bit more. And this is his second brand. So really a cool watch. I'm going to get this one sized up right now and probably wear this one for the rest of the day. And then a couple days beyond that, because I really do like that. That looks awesome. All right, I think that's it for me. Enough rambling. I'll let you guys get back to your day. Thanks a lot for watching. Stay tuned to the channel. Subscribe if you are not subscribed, because we're going to have a whole bunch of watches that are coming to the channel. And it's not going to stop because you guys keep supporting me, and I love doing this for you guys. So, yeah, looking forward to another year of this. So thank you guys so much. I think that's it for me. Thanks a lot for watching. I'll see you in the next one. See ya.